Today we're going to do rotors and brake pads on my 2004 K2500 Suburban. I'm going to be using the Performance friction, drilled and slotted rotors, as well as the Evolution carbon fiber ceramic performance brake pads. I've gone through one set of these already. They lasted me about 50,000 miles. I did a lot of towing with a large, heavy trailer with a 26-foot boat on it, and going up and down the mountain passes for many years. Finally did those rotors in. So it's time for a new set. First thing we're going to do is pull off the hubcap. I use a 7/8 inch socket and an extension, and I basically just take those off by hand. With the hubcap off, the next thing I do is use my torque wrench, my 7/8 inch socket and extension. The next thing I do is get my jack in place under the A-arm and lift the tire and wheel so it's not making any contact with the ground. And next we'll remove that tire and wheel. I use an 18mm to take off the brake caliper bolt, and I use a 21mm to take off the brake caliper bracket. Once the brake caliper is free, I have a piece of stainless steel wire wrapped around this bracket here, and I can use that to suspend the brake caliper while I get the bracket off. Okay, with the brake caliper suspended and out of the way, now I take out the bolts for the brake caliper bracket. The other thing you have to remember is we're going to have to compress those pistons. I use a steel plate and a big socket and a compressor, and I go ahead and put those in. And before you do that, you probably want to take some juice out of the brake master reservoir to make sure when you compress it, it has enough room to expand. And then at the end, when you're all done, you pump the system back up again, then you just refill the master reservoir. Okay, the caliper bracket is off, and what we'll do is we'll clean the pins and the bolts using brake cleaner. On the pins, we're going to use new high-temperature synthetic grease. And at this point in time, the rotor just comes free. We'll chemically clean the new rotor before we put it on. We'll clean the bracket and everything up. I don't reuse any old parts. I don't reuse the old brake pads, even though they look good. We're going to use all new stuff. It's just not worth it. Once you got it this far apart, you might as well change everything. The hubs on here were replaced recently, probably a little over a year ago. So everything else should be good. We'll clean it up, give it a grease job, and start the reassembly. So there's everything cleaned up. I clean off the hub face. There's the old rotor. Looks a little cooked. And on the new rotor, I chemically cleaned that. Cleaned up the suspension a little bit, cleaned up the brackets. I'll do the caliper bracket here next. Did a lube job. Okay, the new rotor's on. It's important to note that these rotors are polarized, and this does say front driver's side on it, so that goes on the left front. Okay, I just want to show you what comes in the kit. You get the carbon fiber ceramic brake pads. You get the synthetic lube. You get the new inserts to put on the brake caliper bracket. You get all new rubber boots and seals. So it's a pretty extensive kit. Just want to show you how to get the rubber boots out. So what you do is, with eye protection on, of course, you take a chisel and you get it behind the boot and you give it a good smack, and there it is. It pops it right out. Okay, the other thing this kit comes with are these rubber dampeners. Once you pop the boots off, those dampeners are all the way in the back here, and that's what the brake caliper pin actually screws into, and that keeps the end of the pin isolated and stops vibration from the pin. So to get it out, you basically need to use a seal puller, stick it in there, and there it is. You can extract that right out of there. That's the old one. and then just clean it out, and the new ones just slide right on in. So I put a little bit of synthetic caliper grease on these, makes them a little easier to get in. Okay, the next thing you want to do is get a big socket big enough to fit over this, and then you want to hit it down with a hammer, but work your way around the outside so you drive it down equally until it's completely seated. So there they are. They're both in, completely seated. I should also say on the inside of the bore, I put some synthetic grease in before I put it in. It makes driving it in a little bit easier. And then once they're in, I use a silicone dielectric grease. You can get it at Wally. They sell it as bulb grease or O-ring silicone grease, whatever you can find. As long as it's silicone, that'll help protect it from the elements and will keep the rubber from cracking for a real long time. Okay, I used a vacuum bleeder and basically took about an inch of fluid out of the reservoir here. So the brake caliper bracket is back on, and I torqued those bolts to 221 foot-pounds using the monster torque wrench. And I also chemically cleaned the bolts and used blue Loctite. It's all back together. I compressed the pistons using a block of wood and a big C-clamp. Since I had the caliper off, that was the easiest thing to do. Put it all back together. The bracket bolts are torqued to 221 foot-pounds, and the pins are at 80. So everything seems happy. I'm going to go balance the wheel and tire and put that back on, and then basically just repeat that for the other side. And then when you're done, you won't have any front brakes because we went ahead and compressed the piston. So you basically got to start the car and pump it up a couple times until the brake pedal comes back. And then once that's done, you got to top up the reservoir again, and that basically completes the job. Okay, so it turns out there were no weights on that wheel when I took it off. So what I did was pull all the rocks off, clean the inside out, and put new tape weights on, and we were able to get it dialed in. Here's the wheel back on. All the lug nuts have been torqued to 140 foot-pounds. Okay, here's the right front all put together. I didn't want to put you through the pain and agony of what we went through on the other side, but there it is, it's all completed. There is a break-in procedure. I want you to do 5 aggressive decelerations from 40 to 10, 5 moderate decelerations from 35 to 5, and then I want you to drive around for 5 minutes to cool down the brakes and to allow the heated resin and the brake pads to cool and cure.